the Bramble Jam Podcast.
It's Tuesday, August 25th. You know what you should do. Take the day off.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I could
Man,
sprinkler all day.
I just realized something.
What?
I'm wearing the same shirt I did yesterday.
Me too.
That is gross.
Do you know why?
Why?
It's because we got here early and both realized we were shirtless. And we had yesterday's shirt still laying around.
Yes, that is why. That's the reason. Why? Welcome everybody to Take the Day Off.
Regardless of our shirt situation, you shouldn't be worried about that. You should be taking the day off.
Today is going to be a good day. I have a good feeling about today.
I got a feeling.
Whoa. That tonight's going to be a good day.
Today's going to be a good day. Tonight,
to take the day off.
Tonight's going to be a good night because you got to work all day.
And I think a lot of good is going to come from today.
Wow, a lot of good.
I said what I said. But before we dive into today's day, we would love for you to join Bramble Jam Plus. You're going to get this show and all of our shows completely ad-free in one central feed, which means no more having 12 different podcasts in your podcast app clogging things up. One podcast, all of our shows in that one show.
It's a dream, really.
It's really a dream. It's something that I thought of one day. I woke up and it was like, what? Did I just dream that? Can that be a reality? And it finally is.
It
and
is
so
a reality.
it's good to see something come to tuition.
Tuition?
Fruition.
You don't pay a tuition. You do pay $5 a month for Bramble Jam Plus.
And you'll get a doctorate of fun times. A doctorate of Bramble.
You'll get a doctorate of fun times. I thought you said you'll get a doctor and a fun times. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
You will that too as well. And find us on the social medias. Please leave a review on the Apple Podcast and all that good stuff. Hey, today's a really exciting day, Dan.
Is it?
It's a day that, I think a lot of times we as a humans, we're a prideful bunch, aren't we? We don't like to admit when we're wrong.
We don't.
We don't like to say sorry.
Nope.
But it's good for us to do that.
It's good to say you're sorry.
And I bet today is a day that a lot of people maybe have been waiting for and they didn't even know it. Today is Kiss and Make Up Day.
Kiss and Make Up Day.
Kiss and Make Up Day.
If there's a reason to take a day off, first of all, it's Tuesday. Who works on
get
Tuesday?
out of here.
But second of all, Kiss and Make Up Day. You need a day for this. You can't text in an apology. Face to face, people.
That's right.
Mask
up.
FaceTime. Face to face. FaceTime to FaceTime is what I'm trying to say.
Mask up.
Is it too late now to say
Mask
sorry?
up. I don't know. I went mask up, and I don't know why. It's never too late to mask up.
Is it too late? Sometimes it is too late to mask
You
up.
think so?
Yeah, it is.
You're already in the crowd. Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
At least I have my mask handy at that time. It's
Prepare and mask up. I want to be clear. We're not saying no masks here. Please put your mask on. But there does come a point where it becomes too late. Yes. Yeah.
But even if it is, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt.
It's Kiss and Make Up Day, everybody. Dan, this morning, actually, when I was getting out of my house, I opened the door, and I went to close the door behind me. I saw a Post-it note.
Yeah.
And it had a lipstick stain on it. And it just said, "I'm sorry, Dan." It was signed Dan.
And it was a Post-it note.
Post-it note with lipstick stains on it. Like you put on lipstick and you kissed it.
I don't kiss and tell.
And you said, I'm not saying it's you, but you are a Dan that I know. And it just said, "I'm sorry," and it's signed Dan.
I think somebody's stalking you, bro.
And I could only assume that meant that you knew the history of Kiss and Make Up.
I do, but that has nothing to do with whatever happened to you.
So that wasn't you?
No, gosh, no. Of course not.
Weird.
Yeah. When Richard Nixon resigned as president of the United States, there was a flurry of activity around the Oval Office. And you may be aware, Richard Nixon was lying and doing a bunch of stuff he shouldn't have been doing. And he left the office, and everyone was calling for Richard Nixon to be imprisoned for his actions. And the new president was, as you know, Gerald Ford.
Gerald.
And they wanted them to like try Richard Nixon for his crimes and put him in jail. And instead, Gerald Ford pardoned Richard Nixon. He
Really?
said he's pardoned. He cannot be tried for these crimes. It's a presidential pardon. It is what it is. Now, what you don't know is that they did have some secret meetings at Camp David.
Okay.
And Gerald Ford was going to charge Richard Nixon. But instead, he said that if you are willing to kiss and make up, you don't have to go to jail. That's what he said.
Okay.
And so Richard Nixon had to kiss Gerald Ford on the mouth and say he was sorry. And after he did that, this only came out after Gerald Ford was dead. After he did that, Gerald Ford pardoned him. And then after pardoning him the next day, implemented an executive order for Kiss and Make Up Day, which we still celebrate to this day. That's the history of Kiss and Make Up Day.
You sure?
100.
I've never heard that story.
That's because it's secret.
It's secret. How did you find out about it?
You got to read. You got to read the diary of Gerald Ford, and it's a real snoozer. And I don't expect others to read the diary of Gerald Ford. I'll take the brunt of that work. No one else has ever read it.
I did a little of my own research, and it said that Jacqueline Milgate of Hilton, New York, was
Who?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
But Jacqueline Milgate of Hilton, New York, founded Kiss and Make Up Day, giving loved ones a scheduled day to mend relationships.
Doesn't sound right.
Jacqueline Milgate.
Jacqueline Milgate. Jackie Mills.
Jackie Mills. And I am offended on her behalf that you would make up such a story.
I would never.
And try to take the day that Jackie Mills worked so
The
hard
entire
for.
Milgate family's upset at me.
They are. Now, National Kiss and Make Up Day, it reminds us that it is never too late to say sorry.
It isn't.
Justin Bieber's wrong about that. It reminds us that it is.
Does he come to the conclusion that it is?
I'm not sure.
He's asking if it's too late. I don't know if you would say that he's wrong or not. I think that's a bold assertion on your part.
I'm so sorry, Justin fans everywhere, believers. It reminds us that it's good and well to end quarrels, to end those arguments, to say sorry, and to come to the conclusion, you know what? It doesn't always matter whether we're right or we're wrong. What matters is having the ability to say, I'm sorry, you matter to me.
That's right. Apologies are about showing that it's not all about you. And that's why you need to take the day off today.
And I'm gonna get serious for a second, because I bet that there's some people listening today that when you think about this day, you think about someone that you haven't talked to in a long time.
Yeah.
There's been
it could
months,
be a downer of a day.
Months, years of silence, and you want to reach out, but you want to show her.
Yeah.
This is the excuse that you have been looking for. Hey, it's Kiss and Make Up Day. I want to reach out. I just wanted to say, you know what? Like, I'd love to mend our relationship.
For instance, I know why we're doing this day. Panda and me never got invited to Brand's bachelor party.
Yeah.
And he never invited us. He was in town. He had people over. He put us on a wild goose chase, never told us we were going to meet up. He never contacted us. And he put this day on the calendar so he could apologize for that. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm not saying sorry for that, because I did not invite anyone to my bachelor
It's Kiss
party.
and Make Up Day.
Okay, you know what?
There people
you know
there?
what? There were people there, but
Okay.
I didn't do the inviting.
Okay.
But you know what? For the sake of this day, Dan, you've been bringing this up for a while now. We weren't as close then as we are now, but I still do think that, you know what? When I noticed that you weren't there, I should have reached out, and that's my fault. Did my best man ask me who I wanted to be at the bachelor party? No. Was it just people that were in the wedding? Yes. But still, when I noticed that
This doesn't sound like an apology. It sounds like more just excuses.
I'm trying to get to the point of apology in my mind, and I just still can't quite get there.
I'd include Panda in this.
Okay, I'll look at camera 2. Camera 2, Panda, this is for you. Panda, I know that this has hurt you for a long time. I know that you've been sad. you've been borderline depressed. You've had to go to counseling. All's for this. And I'm sorry if me not going out of my way to get you to the party hurt your feelings. How was that? Was that okay?
It was, I would say, a 4 of 10, but it's better than anything we've gotten. So we'll take it. I think we can move on now.
It's just hard to mean it. It's hard to mean it. That's all I'm saying.
Do you want to go to break so you can recover?
Well, really quick, do you have anybody that you want to say sorry
I'm
to?
good.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at, a lot of people out there, never think they're wrong. I have the opposite problem where I almost always think that I'm wrong. I assume that I'm wrong. I assume that everybody's mad at me. And so I apologize a lot.
Yeah, I really want to be someone that admits that I'm wrong on a regular basis, but I get the reputation of not being that guy. And I don't
know how.
I don't know. I want if I'm wrong, I want to say I'm wrong immediately and I want to fix it immediately. But I get the reputation of not being willing to admit that I'm wrong.
I hate that for you. It's time to take a break. We'll be right back with some good apologies. We're gonna reach out to some
good
people.
ones.
We're gonna tell people, but we'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody.
That was fun.
That was fun. That was fun. Dan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not taking my apology seriously.
Justin Bieber called. He said it was too late.
I told you.
I know you were right about that. I was wrong.
Guys, we asked you yesterday, our wonderful BJPs, Brable Jam Plus subscribers, some apologies that they might have, some things that maybe they haven't said yet to anybody. Dan, we got a lot of good ones. Who do you got?
I have to read Aaron Shays on the air. Aaron said, Gretchen, I'm sorry I laughed at you that time you got diarrhea at Barnes & Noble, and I'm sorry for telling everyone about it, and I'm sorry for repeating it now. That's funny.
Liz wants to apologize to you, Alyssa. Alyssa, I'm really sorry for borrowing your car that one time in college and for not refilling the fuel tank. You know what? I'm going to speak on behalf of Alyssa and say not forgiven. That's egregious. That is an egregious sin. But thank you for taking us up on the offer to apologize. Dan, what else do we got?
To my friend Leah, I am sorry, not sorry that I am such an amazing friend that you got hooked on cross-stitching and this podcast.
Wow.
What?
I don't know.
There's a lot there.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. I don't know if that's an apology, but also if you got her hooked on the podcast, don't apologize.
Don't apologize.
Yeah.
You just made someone's life better.
Yeah.
Mary would like to apologize to her childhood church home. I'm sorry I stole so many pencils from you while helping my dad clean. I really love office supplies, and you had some good ones, but that's no excuse.
Michelle says, I apologize to my dear friend Patrick, because he called me last Sunday to tell me something funny, and I have yet to call him back because I don't believe it will be funny. So sorry. Patrick's woof, boy. Man, that stings. That's great.
We've all been there. Melinda would like to apologize to her former geometry classmates who asked her to help them cheat on test. Being too passive and unable to stand up for myself, I resorted to giving them wrong answers instead of just saying that I wouldn't do it. But Alan Z, you kind of deserve it. And I agree. Alan Z. You do kind of deserve it. And really, you deserve you deserve way worse than that.
Yeah.
You deserve that.
Last but not least, Michael says, hey, buddy. Buddy's capitalized. I think that's the person's name. I'm sorry about sampling your voice during the early show of The Glory of Easter and then playing back when your back was turned to the audience, making it sound like you said the same line
again
twice. I'm also sorry I got fired for doing it. But the lion on your face, ... I don't know.
But you know what? I bet Buddy does.
I bet Buddy does.
know.
And now he feels better about the apology.
That's
because
right.
it happened.
That's right.
We did it.
And Amy would like to apologize for yesterday's Carmen comment.
Yeah.
Which thank you.
Thank you for
that. Because here's the thing. Without Carmen, I wouldn't know how to respond to the dozens of witches invitations that I've gotten over
Dude,
the years.
every other week.
It's just an
in the
invitation from a
mailbox.
witch.
It's like, why are you doing this?
And thankfully, thanks to Carmen, I know exactly how to shut that sucker
it's
up.
Scribed in blood. It's
That's exactly
weird.
right. You just
Man.
you open up the Word of God and you say, "Sit down, sucker. You can't handle that."
Yeah. Done and done.
And Jessica would like to apologize to Panda from Deck the Hallmark for thinking that the stories at the end for the Double
Patrons
Decker
of the week.
that are made up. Thank you, because again, I don't know how clear we can make it. Panda does the deep dive.
Deep dive. It's the deepest of dives.
So, guys, listen, we think that all those apologies were really good, and we would like to apologize to all of you for making your lives better.
Yeah.
Thanks to our...
Sorry that this network's so awesome.
That's exactly right. Hey, we're going to be back tomorrow, an entire new day to take the day off. We got another dog day, and I'm really excited about that. Dog days of summers, dog days of the month to take the day off. And it's just simply, what's your favorite story about your dog?
Man.
We might
So many
cry.
good ones.
We might
Could
cry
cry.
tomorrow. We could. We didn't cry about our grandparents,
But
but
maybe our dogs.
maybe our dogs.
You
We'll
never
see what
know.
happens. Hey, find us on the social medias. Leave a review on the Apple Podcast. And per usual, we're going to end with a Palaha coup. Our good friend Chris Palaha, Hallmark movies, and the upcoming Wonder Woman movie slated to release now in October.
He's gonna be
I'll
in it.
believe it when I see it,
sure.
but he's in that, and so we can look forward to seeing him there. But he's also joins us each and every day at 5 o'clock. Chris, how you doing?
Doing well.
I believe you have a haiku for us.
Sure do.
All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day off.
Lord, thou shalt break, thou shalt smash them to pieces, all our fears and doubts. Have a great day.
Hi, it's your friend Simon here, letting you know that this podcast, Take the Day Off, it's a goodie, and it's produced by Brad, it's hosted by Brad and Dan, and it's on the Brad Watcher Podcast Network. You can get this show, so many other shows completely ad-free. Can you believe that?
Unbelievable.
Hey, how you doing?
Unbelievable.
Hey, I was just thinking about how that one day I stole your computer
Oh,
and I
yeah?
never gave it back. I sold it on the black market
Oh,
for
yeah?
dozens of money, and then I invested that money, and now I'm a millionaire.
What?
I'm sorry.
Unreal.
Take the day off.